How you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're taking a look at Detective Comics number 569, 75 cents, December 1986. This is by Mike W. Barr, Alan Davis, and Paul Neary. And Alan Davis and Neary and Tobin do the cover for this. I picked this comic because this is the first detective comic that Mike W. Barr did. He did a short run. And I just love the Alan Davis and Paul Neary art team. They went on to become superstars in Marvel Comics Excalibur. So here we have a crazy, typical old DC cover, the Joker with all these cards and whatever's all over Robin. I just think it's a neat old school type of comic. And it's funny to me to say that 86 is old school because, this is when I started collecting DC. I said it before, and I guess I'll say it again. I wasn't really that much of a DC collector before the Crisis on Infinite Earths. The Crisis on Infinite Earths succeeded. Sorry, I dropped the phone. Succeeded, and it got new readership, but it failed in fixing DC's continuity. So let's look at the indicia, even though we know the year. Published just December, whatever, Fort Lee, New Jersey. Subscription $9. Oh wow. Copyright 1986. Okay. And there we go. Oh, we already knew that. I guess there's no need to look at the indicia when the covers. See, we have a nice establishing page. Look at the. I haven't seen this in so long, but Alan Neary, and Davis and Neary, such a good team. I just love this building. I wonder if it's like a photograph that they worked over, but that does not look real. It looks like a real place. And here we have a bunch of people going in, and they're stealing this machine. And who is this? This is the cat burglars. Oh no. What are they looking at? So the cat burglars are stealing a CAT scan machine. So figure it out, right? And here we have Batman and Robin showing up. And this is the Jason Todd Robin. So he later gets killed by the Joker. It becomes the Red Hood. So here, look at that. Batman's kind of has a grin. I just love that. Just so cool. That, I don't know. Wouldn't you like to have I'm sorry that I'm just dwelling on this for so long. It's been so long since I looked at it. Just so cool. Look at that. That is just a great splash page. I just love that. That is Batman. He looks tough. He looks cool. He looks super heroic. And this era of Batman, I know it's like my era of Batman because it's when I started collecting, but it's the more human. It's not like this Bat God. So he's a good detective. He's a good fighter. He's good at everything, but he's not super. So here Robin just jumps in, starts giving a kick. Look, Batman just spreads his wings and jumps, or his cape rather. He doesn't have wings, and just wades into them fighting. And of course, a bullet hits some anesthesia gas, and they all just get taken out. And how do you find out about it? Doesn't matter. Let's go. And here comes Jason Todd. Here comes Robin, just having a good old time on that on the defibrillator, and zaps them all. And that's where Robin's supposed to be. He's supposed to be the light to Batman's dark. And then Batman just comes jumping around doing flips and making a scowl. And then here comes the night guard. And of course, this guy puts a gun to the night guard. Back off. Both of you, this guy's head will look like a plate of ravioli. That's an odd threat. Go ahead, I won't stop you. I'm sure you're doing the right thing, Batman. Always, Robin. He gets some chocolate bonkers. And they're about to... He's letting them escape. What? Oh, no. And then, who's this? Catwoman, oh, please. And she just whips the crap out of this guy with this cat of nine tails. So look at that. Look at that Catwoman. And I thought that was a signature, but that's her cat of nine tails. She just beats the crap out of this guy. Look at that costume. Not practical, but just good fun comic book art. Look at that. I'm dwelling again because I'm really enjoying. I really enjoy this art team. And I'll zoom in on this panel. It's a little too long for my. So here they are at the docks talking, and Robin's giving them some privacy. And what is she doing? She's like, okay, so here's the story. She fired her henchman because she wants to go good, and the cat burglars went on them their own to steal a CAT scan device. So Catwoman told them what they were up to, and went after Batman, takes off her mask and says, I'm trying to be good now, you know, does this prove that I'm good? And Batman's like, yeah, you know, it's a step in the right direction, yeah, you're helping out, but we can't have a relationship. Batman is not going to reveal his secrets to her, doesn't trust her, and, you know, for all he knows, this could be a trick. So, please, Selina, not in front of the boy. Oh, brother. You know, and look at the body language, just stomping off. So she just invited him over to her place. You know, come out to my place and we'll sort everything out. Put two and two together. And Batman says, no. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, right? So here they go. And I don't blame you for taking it slow with that. She's quite a handful. It's not that, Batman. It's me. It seems like every time I get involved with a woman, something comes between us to ruin it. I don't know why. But one thing's for certain. It's nothing I'll solve tonight. Come on. So here they are swinging away. Look, Robin's just having fun. This is just old classic Batman. And who's this now? Let's go home. I don't know who this is, but you belong to the night. Oh, is it a DJ? Yeah, DJ. So what are we gonna do? So here we have a bunch of goofballs, and of course the Joker's hideout. Somebody's got to tell him, and it sure ain't gonna be me. Tell him what? Oh, they don't have any money left. So, you know, real world problems here. The Joker's extravagant spending, and they don't have any money left. You gonna tell him? I don't want to tell him. You gonna tell him? I'm not gonna tell him. And here we have. Let's full disclosure. I can't stand the Joker. He's a mediocre villain. I kind of do like the idea of the clown villain, but he's overused, and I just don't like him. I just don't like him. He's overused. They should be a more... DC put like a year moratorium on the Joker, and I thought it was great. But then when the year moratorium was up, they just went back to overusing him. Like that'll happen. Like if I ever get to write Batman, I promise you this, I will not use the Joker. I just find him to be too much. But I do like the long, skinny. And here's another funny thing. When the Batman movie came out, the original one with Jack Nicholson as the Joker, I wanted Peter O'Toole to play the Joker. Oh my God, how good would Peter O'Toole have been in the Joker? Barely needed makeup at the time. Oh man, would that have been amazing. So this guy's name is Straight Line, and he's telling the Joker the story, and we need money, we got to do a crime. Or is this Straight Line? Yeah, it's Straight Line here. So this is his goofball that stop the presses. It's Scooper if he's goofy. Dynamic trio nabs the gang. The Batman, Robin, and Catwoman. So he's just laughing. What's going on? Good work, Straight Line. Just doing my job. So he was in a murderous mood because he doesn't like bad news. And now he's in a good mood because he's thinking of a crime. They say, let's rob a bank. You know, we need money, let's go rob a bank. And he's just like, rob a bank? That's pedestrian crime. No spark, no genius. All I would have gained was money, but then that's all your tawdry mind cares about, isn't it? Well, it's a start. So they're trying to be practical. Joker, let's go rob a bank. We don't have any money. Joker doesn't care about money, but, you know, these people, who knows, they probably have families, you know what I mean? Not that I care about the henchmen, they could go get jobs, but that's, you know, they have human concerns. He has insane person concerns. And here stately Wayne Manor. Again, this looks like a photograph. Just a nice landscape. I know for a guy who does comic book videos every day, I still don't know the origin of the dinosaur. I gotta look up the origin of the dinosaur, why there's a dinosaur in the Batcave. So here's Batman at training Robin. I love stuff like this. Look at all the Bat cars in mothballs over here. I love that. I love when they do stuff like this. Laser tag. I remember this ad. You could put these little sensors on, and when the lights hits the sensors, they beep. That would have been fun. Cosmic Boy. So I remember the series by Paul Levitz. Again, anything Legion related with Paul Levitz, just buy. Keith Giffen, Ernie Colin, and Bob Smith. Legends. Every one of these people is a legend in comic book world. Paul Levitz, Keith Giffen, Ernie Colin, Bob Smith. All of them legends. Cosmic Boy is one of the founding members of the Legion of Superheroes, and he has magnetic powers. And I think he comes to the present world. Silly costume, but that's the Legion for you. You know, fashions change in the year 3000. So here's Batman and Robin training, and he's teaching him how to defend himself against somebody with a knife. And he cuts his utility belt off. You see, now you don't have a utility belt, and now you got to defend yourself against night. And here comes Alfred, and oh boy, pot roast, my favorite. So here they are having dinner together, but lo and behold, the bat symbol. You don't get to eat your pot roast, kid. And Commissioner Gordon. I gotta take out the Gotham City Police Department comic. That was really, really good. That just made me think of it. That one of the things is the police union won't let Gordon flash the symbol anymore because it means that he's endorsing the Batman. So he hires a secretary, and the secretary's job is to, maybe you should turn on a light. And she goes upstairs and turns on the... So it's not an actual police person. It's just a clerk turning on the bat light. Just stuff like that I like. So here they are. What's going on? And here's Catwoman being all catty, purring and seductively. What is she? Drinking cream. So what's going on? She's sharing her intel that the Joker... Oh, she shows up because of the bat symbol. She thinks she's part of the team now. And Commissioner Gordon would keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. He's not sure about Catwoman. Can you blame him? So he's keeping her close. And this is some evidence that he's showing them. Milling about for a clue, old fool? You'll never get the score, the Joker. So what's going on? And look at her being all sexy and seductive. I really do like the way he draws faces. This team, they have good emotions. And super expressive. Batman's always scowling. Look at Jason. Look at him. He's just enjoying being Holy Gutenberg. Let's go. So what's going on? You'll know. Okay. He also underscored the first two letters of his name, J-O or Joe. And the Gotham Public Library is exhibiting a rare first edition of Joe Miller's joke book all this weekend. Holy Gutenberg. Let's go. He goes, not so fast, Robin, huh? Never do that again. Oh, okay, Batman. So he's goofing on that this whole caper, is reminding us of the Batman 66 TV show with Adam West, and he's just like, we don't do that, okay? So here we go, shut down TV reference. Punky Brewster, NBC was Channel 4 when I was a kid. Here's a cartoon lineup: Foofer, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Kissy Fur, Disney's Adventures of the Gummy Bears, Smurfs, Kid Video, Punky Brewster cartoon. I know that I must have been too old for Saturday morning cartoons. I know none of these. I was in high school at this point. So here we go. Straight Line is gonna smash into the book, and he smashes it with sledgehammer and whatever. They take the joke book, and of course Batman shows up, and they're prepared. Lead them on a merry chase, my fools. They got these ridiculous masks, and look at Robin's just having a grand old time beating the crap out of villains, henchmen, and they're shooting at him. And here's a little science technologies. This is what does it say? Early concepts of flight. This is Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine, and this was one of the inspirations for the that Bob Finger used for Batman. So there you go, a little meta. So what's going on? Batman jumps out, and he's taking out the henchman, while Catwoman is going after the Joker. Look how pencil thin he is. That's Peter O'Toole. I don't care what anybody says. That's not Jack Nicholson. That's Peter O'Toole. So she's battling him. She's trying to prove that she's turned and she's good, and Batman hits her in the face with his rod. Make whatever subtle Freudian jokes you want to make. She's knocked out. Joker laughs, because that's what Joker does. For whatever strange reason, they're piling the henchmen, wasting valuable time. Go ahead, waste time doing that. So he comes out dressed like Rambo. I left the boys one side puffy. Halloween's next month. Robin, wait, and we're taking no prisoners. So what is it? Oh, it's like a straitjacket gun. Pretty clever, if you ask me. But a real gun would have just killed him, right? I mean, Batman didn't duck. I love how real bullets, they have the wherewithal to duck and get out of the way, but anything that's non-lethal, they just stand there and take it. So they get wrapped up. They're taking away Catwoman, and he's laughing. And they're having like a mock trial now. How dare she betray us? She's going for the other team. So they bring out this doctor, I thought he was a DJ, but no, he's the guy who invented this CAT scan machine, and they're gonna put this CAT scan machine on Catwoman, and they're gonna turn her evil again, because he's gonna tamper it to interfere with her brain, and they want her to be a bad guy again. So he's sweating it out, trying to get out of here. Here's some comics, Cosmic Boy Legends. This was a John Byrne drawing basically everybody in DC. Some Green Lantern with Guy Gardner. Superman. I've always loved Superman. So he just relaxes, calms down, like makes himself as tiny, compresses everything in his body, relaxes, and then wiggles a little bit, should shrug, and then does it again, and shrug. Little bit by little bit, it goes up until finally he could get it off. And then he uses a knife to cut off Robin's, and now they're going off. Where's Selena? So, get me out of here. When I get free, I'll... And then she hisses, oh, no, my dear. So they're going to electrical probe her. Look at Joker looking really super creepy in that picture. And they're just going to do some mind stuff on her and make her bad. Last issue, The Last Laugh. Because every second Joker story is titled The Last Laugh. So here is Mike W. Barr introducing himself in an editorial, and let's take a look at the letter writers. Kevin Lee, Salt Lake City. I just like doing this. John, I cannot even begin to pronounce that. Scott Wisely, Reed Miller, Michael Glenn. Is that Marlin? Oh, Martin. And here's the editor, Barbara. I forget her name. This is from the Den. At this point, Denny O'Neil was in charge of the Batman group. He was the group editor, so all the Batman comics were under Denny O'Neil. Denny O'Neil was a legendary Batman editor, and he wrote many comics. He passed away, unfortunately, a couple of years ago. And okay, it doesn't say, but Adrian Roy is one of my favorite colorists, but it doesn't say who the editor is. And that's a shame. I'd like to know, because I'm sorry that I don't know who Barbara is. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, here you go. This is the annuals. I got to check out the Outsiders. That's another Mike W. Barr comic. And then we have the Charleston Chew, Sugar Daddy. He's your sugar daddy, and that's his sugar baby. So here we have, it was just a fun Batman comic book, just, a typical caper. It referenced the Adam West. It referenced all the Batman lore at the time. It referenced the original Golden Age Batman. It referenced some Silver Age Batman. And then it referenced the TV Batman. I just thought it was a fun period to be a Batman fan. It's just, Batman himself is kind of a dour shadow. Robin is the light. She's the wild card, and then Joker is the Joker, and you already know how I feel about the Joker. So this was just a great time to be a Batman fan, if you ask me. It had everything: detective work, superheroics, fighting, the moody landscapes. It had everything you needed to be a Batman fan, and it was fun. I really kind of miss it. It seems like every Batman story today, they try to top the last one. It's kind of like Doctor Who. Doctor Who's companions, every time they leave, it gets grander and grander and grander. They can never just leave because, okay, it's time to move on. I want to get on with my life or whatever. Goodbye. It's time to... No, it has to be some cosmic scale. And that's the way it is with Batman. It's like power creep. Every Batman story is just, the stakes are getting higher and higher. And this was fun. There were stakes. There was, the Joker's doing some silly Joker schemes. She's trying to prove that she's good. Robin's getting a little too carried away. So that there's some drama. And then Batman's trying to balance it all together. It works. What are the stakes? He steals a joke book. Ta-da! But people are fighting. The life of the guard is in the balance. Gotham crime is going on. His men might be having a mutiny against the Joker. There's a lot going on in one particular comic book, but it doesn't involve the origins of the universe and the multiverse and time travel. It just works. And to me, this is the best level for Batman. Batman should be street level crime, and that multi-level cosmic stuff should be Superman or Justice League. But in Batman's comics, stop bank robbers and muggers. with the twist. You know, if that's the same thing every month, that gets boring too. But Mike W. Barr is a competent writer. I wonder where it's up to these days. But there you go. Enough of me rambling. It's 20 minutes talking about Detective Comics, and my friend Mark said that I don't do enough Batman, and he's right, because this is only the second Batman comic that I've done. So there you go. Hope you like this. Phenomenal art, if anything. Just phenomenal art. All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that you take the time to watch my videos, and see you around. Bye-bye.